And you're like, well, what makes you think it's fake, Jeff? Why would they fake it? Why would they fake it? Why would they fake it? There's a lot of real shootings that happen, right? Is there not? There's real shootings. There's real people with real guns. There's bad people out there. There's criminals, right? Yeah, and real shootings happen every stinking day. Okay, they happen from, from Maine to California, up to Alaska, to Hawaii, up into Canada, everywhere, right? There's real shootings that happen, okay? That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about fake shootings, okay? And the fake shootings, there's a big difference between them because the real shootings never make the news. They never go on the corporate media when there's, 5 people killed, say, in Chicago in a gang fight or whatever. And you want to know why. Why don't they use those stories, Jeff? Why don't they use them? Because they have to control the narrative. Yes, you understand? They have to control the narrative. This is what it's all about. It's all about Eric Scumbag Holder, Michael NWO Bloomberg, Diane Franken fucking Feinstein, and the most insane, disgusting, slimy reptilian. They're not even human beings, right? I mean, seriously, they're just the worst people on the planet. They are awful people. The banksters, right, that run the shadow government essentially in the United States. Of course, Israel involved in a lot of these things as well, and wouldn't you know it, they just had a big thing over there too, which is most likely another false flag. But here we go here, and this is in Florida, and of course I've covered this over the past couple of weeks, going back to when Ottawa happened, and then all of a sudden you had the Marysville shooting. But at the same time that the Marysville shooting was happening, there was all these shooting drills that were happening in Florida. And then, of course, last week it was this shooting, the unannounced shooting drill, which probably was meant to be a real shooting, but somehow they fucked up, right? And now somebody's going to be suspended, or the dean or whatever of the school, the principal of the school is going to be suspended. I'll get that in another video. But Florida's had a bunch of these lately, and there's a lot of things going on in Florida. There's certain legislation that people are trying to pass which would enable people to carry guns on campuses and stuff like that. So go fucking figure. Then the New World Order team of scumbags get together with their bottomless pockets and they come up with another stinker, a fucking flaming, just absolute incredible bullshit story. You got the kid who somehow managed to, have his books stop the bullet from entering into his pudgy back. It's just ridiculous. So I'm going to look here, okay? I'm going to do a longer video break on this down and all that, but I just want to take this right now is this particular person here. It's on The Lead with Jake Tapper. They'll tap you full of bullshit on The Lead. The Lead is just, CNN. Forget about it. Anything that's on CNN is automatically fiction. Okay, folks? It's automatically fiction. Because CNN is not news. It's fucking propaganda. That's all it is. That's all it ever is, and that's all it's ever been. Okay? It's New World Order propaganda. All right, so let's take a look and listen into one of the witnesses of the shooting and break it down.
We do have a rough timeline of how things went down because of social media, such as these Twitter messages from Blair Stokes, a senior at the university. Her timeline is...
And you notice this is supposed to be when the shooting's going on and a bunch of people standing around talking on their phones. Like, they're not the least bit worried, right?
Rather chilling.
Rather chilling.
1 a.m. Guy at library with gun.
Guy at library with gun. What the fuck? I don't know. Is this your Halloween costume? I really don't know, Blair Stokes. But let's listen in.
WTF. 6 minutes later, someone
shot. How did you know that? Did you see the person shot? Did you hear the bullet? Is that what you heard? You heard a gun go off? How do you know if someone's been shot? Cannot believe any of this. I can't believe it either. I don't know why. It's stuff you see on TV. Oh, we hear it all the time, don't we? At other schools. But it's here now. It can happen anywhere, folks. Oh, my word. We're living in the Twilight Zone. I really... It's just fucking believable how scripted these things are. How every single stinking one of them is the same. It's always, I can't believe it happened here, you know. It seems surreal. It felt like a movie, but it was real, you know. And this stuff happens in other school. I can't believe it's happening here. I can't believe it's not butter. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's a script. It's, you know, they must hire the fucking worst writers ever. I guess they can't afford. I mean, come on, with Bloomberg's bottomless pockets, you'd think they could script these things better. But let's continue.
Believe any of this. It's stuff you see on TV at other schools, but it's here now. I thought I was going to die tonight.
You thought I was going to die tonight. So remember that when you're listening to this. I thought I was going to die tonight. You were going to die tonight.
Hours later, Blair writes, I'm safe and sound and home.
Ooh.
Blair Stokes, join me now.
Blair Stokes.
Live from Tallahassee. Blair, first of all, we're so happy you're safe. In explaining why you were live tweeting this in the middle of all the chaos, you tweeted, if anything happened to me, honestly thought there would at least be documentation via Twitter. Did you really think that these tweets could have effectively been your last word?
At the time.
What the fuck is she wearing? U.S. Army. She's wearing a U.S. Army jacket. You can't make this shit up, folks. Right? This girl's just a fucking prop for the whole fucking thing. And she's got the Florida State University, whatever, jersey on, and the U.S. Army. Subliminal, how they are able to program the sheeple. This is how they do it, folks. It is so evil. And when you've been doing it as long as I have, as long as people like Red Pill or Team Wake 'em Up, who's doing an amazing job on this particular shooting, you can see it right away.
Honestly, I was thinking anything. I was thinking that a book could possibly protect me.
She's thinking that a book could possibly protect her. This is how it works. You know, it's your subconscious. They understand this stuff. They are into black magic, but they're into mind control more than anything. So what had happened in the story, of course, was that a student was saved by his books, his religious texts, right? His theology texts, managed to save the day. And what was she thinking? Maybe I could be saved by a book, right? New World Order programming, right? Go to books, take up our bullshit fucking mind control literature and Harry Potter and whatever else, and stay away from guns, because guns are evil, unless it's the U.S. Army, of course.
I was scanning around in the library for the biggest book I could find, and maybe if I put that in front of my face, I would be okay if somehow the shooter made it up to the 4th floor.
What's that supposed to mean? What proof of that is? There's a table with a couple coffee cups on it, right? Paper cups. One chair is pulled away, and we're supposed to believe that's evidence of a shooting? That's evidence of a shooting. That. Right?
Shooter made it up to the 4th floor, and I was thinking, can my laptop possibly protect me? And
can my laptop possibly protect? How would your laptop protect you? I don't understand. You tell me how that would work, lady. Your laptop, I don't know. Would you type on it? Would you send the shooter messages? Would you try to reach the New World Order and say, look, I don't want to be killed in a fake shooting? I mean, it's such a joke, right? But here's the evidence. Here you go. This is the images. Some guy, police guy with a stern look on his face, a look of concern.
I was like, if these things can't protect me, then I might as well make sure people know what happened.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Yeah, if these things can't protect me, right? If they can't protect, I might as well go for soda. I might as well just sit around and type away on Twitter and say, well, there's a shooting. I think I'm going to die. Maybe a book will save me. Maybe you should have written that. I mean, the whole script is there, right?
How did you first find out that there was a gunman in the library?
There you go. The wonderful broken glass. There, it's done deal. Definitely a shooting. There's broken glass. There you go. Jeff, what are you saying? Look at the broken glass. There's a shooting.
Well, I first found out, I was completely oblivious, around midnight when this all started happening, but a girl just walked up to the 4th floor, and she walked in, and she kind of casually said, there's a gunman on the 1st floor.
She just kind of casually said, she walked in, said, there's a gunman on the 1st floor. Oh, that's nice. Thanks for sharing that.
And I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. I didn't think it was real. It felt surreal. Felt like a movie. It doesn't happen here. It only happens in other schools. But now it's happening here, right?
Didn't believe her at first.
Didn't believe her at first.
I was really incredulous. And then
You're incredulous. You're incredulous. Bringing out the big words. I was incredulous. Awesome. Great script. Awesome. There you go. There, it's a shooting for sure. Look, 4 guys standing around looking down at the ground. Must have been a shooting. There's no way it could be anything else, folks. There's tape or whatever that they put up. It's got to be a shooting. It's got to be real.
To the stacks, and I didn't see her again, but I was a little skeptical.
And look how happy she is. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Yeah, 3 people were allegedly shot. 1 is in critical condition, but you couldn't be happier. You're on the lead. You got your army fatigue on. And of course, you gotta have the Florida State University T-shirt on to remind everybody, just those sheeple that aren't quite bright enough to figure out everything with their conscious mind, that's subconsciously, right? It's so crazy.
Of my own skepticism. And I got up and I texted my parents, I texted my friends and told them of a potential situation that was going on. And I took to Twitter just in case this was something valid.
Just in case. There you go. Just in case. There you go. Guy at library with gun. WTF. WTF. Yep.
And when we heard the sirens, we kind of stirred a little and we got up and we looked in the window.
You know, and just to show what she's saying here. I cannot believe any of this. It's the stuff you see on TV at other schools, but it's here now. Yeah, can't believe it. I can't believe it for even a second.
Got up and we looked in the window and we saw cops with massive guns, and we knew it was a serious thing.
Oh, yeah. As soon as you see cops with massive guns, you know them. You know them. See, she didn't know it was real until she saw the cops with massive guns. Then she knew it was real. But then she said before, or she tweeted, that someone was shot and that she thought she was going to die. But she only knew it was real when the police showed up with their massive guns. But then you were scared for your life, of course, right? Even though the police are there, you should be safe by then, right? There's the police with the massive guns. But somehow, no, you feared for your life.
That was happening.
Does FSU...
Let me just put that back because I yap all the time. I want to get it clear.
But I was a little skeptical of my own skepticism. And
she's a little skeptical of her own skepticism. What the fuck are you supposed to make of that? You're skeptical of skepticism? How can you be skeptical of skepticism? It's a fucking joke. Look at how happy she is. She couldn't be happier. She's on the lead. She's on the lead. She's out on the lead. She's got her army coat on.
I got up and I texted my parents, I texted my friends and told them of a potential situation that was going on. And I took to Twitter just in case this was...
Well, why don't you call them? You got your fucking cell phone. Why aren't you calling them? Why are you texting? Wouldn't you rather call somebody?
Something valid. And when we heard the sirens, we kind of stirred a little and we got up and we looked in the window and we saw cops with massive guns, and we knew it was a serious thing.
There you go. So they looked in the window, they saw cops with massive guns, they knew it was a serious thing. There you go. Right? Way to go! Way to go! U.S. Army! USA! USA! Yeah, country's just fucking dying.
Happening.
Does FSU conduct any drills to prepare for...
Is it conduct any drills? Look at this piece of shit, man. This is something I'd scrape off my shoe. Fuck that. If I stepped on him, I'd throw my whole shoe away. I'd burn it. You fucking scumbag. You're a slimy reptile, Jake. You stupid asshole.
Any sort of emergency?
I think I've maybe participated in a tornado drill.
So they've done any drills to prepare you for this sort of thing, and she's like, well, I think I've maybe partaked in a tornado drill. She doesn't even know. How would you forget that you took part in a tornado drill? Are you serious? How old are you? Are you 95? You know, your memory having trouble? I mean, seriously. I think I maybe took place, you know. All the drills.
I'm not really sure which drill would suit something like this.
It's the fake shooting drill. right? The one that you just did. So now you've been through the drill. There you go. You're successfully graduated. You've been through your first fake shooting drill. Way to go. Great job.
We did go on lockdown, and I didn't really know what to do. I was
so much fun. It's how you smile away. It's just awesome.
I was confused, and even if we had gone through a sort of drill, I'm pretty sure that would have gone out of my mind immediately because I was terrified.